Freaky. I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweet too. Sweet like Kelly, sweet like peach. I could tell you crazy, she couldn't. Seen it on the plane, trying to see that shit. I know I get her cause I like that. Lock it down, I can tell by how you see how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you Six guys talk, but I ain't hey. No, seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love Lies and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live.
I had to make sure my fire was lit. Girl, I had to make sure it was lit up in here. Good morning. Well, we already knew it was going to be lit. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Is everybody feeling warm and toasty? Is everybody using their TVs to the fullest? If you're not watching TV, now you got a fire burning. Is anyone using their fireplace feature on their do you have the fireplace burning at work on your phone just to try to forget the horrors that is working at the desk next to people you don't like? Is that a thing? Moving in silence. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, members and mods. It's all about you. Pineapples first in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Camilla. Good morning, Olivia Pope. Good morning to my ladies. Victoria, Shay. Hi, Shay, boo-boo. Good morning. Good morning to my ladies. Buttons all day. Buttons all day. Can someone get some buttons instead of pull-on pants? She doesn't even have Velcro and zippers. I mean, this woman is ridiculous. Moving in silence, D. Harold, Miss SWV, all of my ladies, Anisha. Where are you? Debo, good morning. Happy New Year. I'm here listening while I'm driving. Be careful. Hollywood, Miss Blue, Erica, what's going on, lady? Loretta Camp, Anisha. Let's see, who else? Who else? Who else? Ms. Mugga, what's going on, lady? Once upon a twin mom life. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Treese Purdue, how are you? Treese Purdue, what you gonna do? No, I'm just kidding. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Guys, if you are a member, if you want to be a member, guys, we had an amazing conversation yesterday. One of our sisses, who also makes content, she is a gifted teacher, and she is here on the YouTube street. Shay got something to say. If you missed yesterday's conversation in member only, if you're not a member, you're Bougie Gang, but you're not a member, right? You missed a wonderful conversation yesterday. I suggest you hit that join button and come check out what was going on over there. There might be a couple of things I might put out and cut up into smaller videos and share with you guys, because I think some of the things that were shared yesterday, Erica, Liz, Jim, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to all the welcome to everyone. and even you who really doesn't belong here. I don't you know who you are. But remember, it's the watch time that pays. Guys, thank you so much, all of you who support this channel, whether you like to believe it or not. You're supporting, and thank you. Good morning, um, Scorpion Queen, good morning. Guys, listen, yesterday's conversation was amazing. And Tarot Card Bay, we didn't even talk tarot. She did do a reading last week though, and saw us in Miami. And who was that? Who was us? Um, Outside of the two Virgo baddies, which would be myself and Tarot Card Bay, she saw us, Bougie Gang. Now, behind the scenes, we talked about this yesterday, the behind the scenes stuff. Like, guys, when I call my sister, understand I'm never going to go live on that. I mean, I might if that's just part of what I plan to do that day and share that with you. But when I call a friend or a sis or one of my sisters, understand if you get to hear that, that's like because I wanted that to happen. You guys don't have a right to that. So please understand when you guys get off of here or right now you're talking to a friend, talking some cold cash, understand that we don't have a right or the privilege to hear what is going on in your home in your private conversations. And if I decide that I want to talk to 10 people, that's my business. Do you understand me? Do you understand? Um Guys, I was watching a video today on my old channel when I was talking about the day that Niecy and Olivia went live, and Niecy was directing some commentary to Life of Kiera. And it was really, I hadn't watched that in a long time, but also what caught my eye was that was in April of 2019. That's almost 3 years ago. This has been going on for a long time. Let me tell you something too. To all you people in the bushes who are new, who don't know what you really don't know, who don't know, no, don't know. Um, Let me tell you something. Niecy has a wonderful personality, and Niecy had a story to tell, and Niecy's story would have gotten out one way or the other. But make no mistake, and trust and believe. And what I need for you to know and understand is that the first video that was done out here on the YouTube streets, okay, about Niecy. I covered the first video, period. And that was that on that. And from that video, we all know the rest, everything unfolded. But Olivia didn't want that video to come out. Olivia came out and did an interview with me and TMR. And she, along with the other questions that she answered, we went through this video like a year ago, but maybe we need to do it again. I think I talked about that last week. um at the end of the day, Olivia had some questions and she wanted to know, she asked me, okay, why I believed Niecy over her. And to her point, that she is a channel and she's putting out content, I was just like, it wasn't about believing you. It wasn't about you as a person. It's about you as a channel. See, Olivia likes to straddle the fence between I'm a content creator and just review my content, and then I'm the realest bitch. Well, maybe you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one is it today? Is it I'm the realest bitch, or you just want us to believe everything you put on your channel, whether it's real or not, right? So I was watching that today and I was like, this is really, it's just too much to react on or kind of react on today versus what was going on at that time. Also on top of the fact that I was driving to work and I was going a different way and got lost. Okay. So I'm going to share the video on my community post so you guys can check it out. I think it's funny. Olivia was the mommy that I was watching the most. So she was kind of, I would cover her more than any other channel. Like I watched Strong Mommy Chrissy. I still could not get into Jasmine. Jasmine was experiencing a certain type of low life living that I was just not into at all. I couldn't even really understand what the hell was going on over there. Talking about having a boyfriend who was a pimp in prison. Like I wasn't really understanding what the hell was really going on and why you would even be addressing this ninja. But now I just had to accept the videos for what they were, and when I did that, instead of trying to understand it, I just did the commentary on it, and that was it, and that was how I was able to kind of start talking on Jasmine, channel and kind of, doing the commentary. Anyway, it was a great conversation yesterday with Tarot Card Bay. She is such a wonderful um addition to our community, and I hope that you guys are supporting her. If you guys like astrology and you like to hear readings and things like that, get a dip into the future, or understand what's going on right now, um go check her out. You know what I'm saying? So she's wonderful. Guys, go ahead. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be part of the um the chats. Our chats are subscriber only. And if you want to also become a member on this channel, Mondays over here are members and mods. And that's that on that. So yeah, everyone in here is saying hi to everyone. Kitten Zombie, Dovely Creations, The Real T. Good morning, Lanice. How are you, my love? Ms. Mugga. Let's see. We said hi to Shay. We said hi to Treese Purdue. Mrs. Allen might be at work. Mrs. Allen might already be in a room. Okay. Mrs. Allen, Lady B. Ashley. Good morning, hun. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Scorpion. Is it Scorpion Queen? Did I say hello to you already? I think I did, but 2 times. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, guys, look. Um, do you guys have a preference of what you'd like to talk about this morning, or do you want me to just freestyle it out? Like, what do you guys want to do? I did want to address something, couple things. I know we haven't reacted to a Jasmine video. I haven't seen. I see that she's come out of hiding. She's come out from her big rest. Hey KP, good morning, hun. Good morning, Loretta. As members and mods, don't forget to thumbs up the live for our beautiful host. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thumbs it up for yourself. This is Bougie Gang. You guys own that chat, right? Bougie Gang Gang official, Bougie Gang Gang at large, all of you guys. Just thumbs it up just to add to the positivity, guys. I would say one wonderful thing that YouTube did, I can't even see the dislikes from behind the scenes. Chilling in room 2. Absolutely, Mrs. Allen. We felt you in the overall energy. Um, One thing that they did this year, I think that was very positive, is that they deleted or they took off the ability to see the number of dislikes, which I think is very positive, because I think for some creators it's very discouraging. For me, I don't care. Just to be honest, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. If people are going to like, they're going to dislike. I appreciate the energy it took to register a vote. So that's cool. I don't care. Thank you very much, YouTube, for doing that, because I think that anything that makes people stop in their tracks is something that needs to be looked at. Because if this is a money making machine, if there is something even small that shouldn't bother people based on a level of maturity, um, not to say people are immature, but I mean, it is what it is. If it bothers you, then you need to examine why that bothers you so much. But at the end of the day, if it bothers you and it's going to stop you from creating content, and YouTube is in the business of encouraging people to create content, then it's counterintuitive to their goal. And because it's counterintuitive to their goal, it was smart for them to stop it. Because guys, sorry, I'm over here playing with the lights. Much better, right? It's counterintuitive for them, because if people are not going to produce the content, that you can't sell that advertising, right? No, Fran, some are. Some are what? Some are happy. And let me draw a link if you guys want to call in. Yesterday was just so awesome. When Tarot Card Bay dropped in, I really appreciated her doing that, and she kind of stayed with me the whole ride. So if you guys want to hear from Bougie Gang, and it was nice. It was kind of like, I forgot who rode with me last week, but we had a sis on the phone. Gosh, I'll think of who it was in just a minute. Oh, K Solo, one of our sisses, and K Solo came for the ride last week. So if any of you want to call in, you are more than welcome to do so. I would love to hear from you. I know a lot of you are getting ready for work or still laid up in the bed, and that's okay. Let's see. Let me pin that. Thank you, Shay, for dropping the merch link. If any of you could drop Kitten Zombie or anyone, if you wouldn't mind dropping the membership link, that would be awesome. But I think it states somewhere like this is in member mode only. So if you want to join, there should be like a join button if you're on your computer. If you're not on your computer, then I'm not really sure how it comes up. But um, I know they're working to optimize everything. So I know we have a few new members. A couple of people reached out to me this weekend that wanted to join. Let me know that they did join. So I certainly appreciate that, you guys. The support is amazing. Okay, so look, yesterday Olivia went live, and I wanted to say a spoiler alert. Any of you who've been following Dexter, I watched Dexter, the original series, up until the end. The final episode was trash. I'm just gonna say that as someone who watched Dexter, when it was around, when it was live, when it was playing out, and watched the last episode with everybody else, and it was trash. Now there is the on Showtime, they did come back with like a mini series, and it just ended yesterday, I guess, because Olivia gave a complete spoiler at the ending. So we're not going to watch, we're just going to get a little snippet, little snippety snip, because this is a commentary, reaction, and review channel. And this slore ruined it for a lot of people. The ending of the reboot, and that's just my opinion, and I have a right to it. And we are going to run this handy dandy disclaimer, and it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I can't drop the link. Sorry. I wonder why. It won't let you? It's okay. No worries, hon. Good morning, Brown Sugar. Hope you are having a good day back to work. Absolutely. Guys, just, we have a bunch of sisters in the chat. We never know what anyone's going through. And when you are contemplating for your friends and your family, just include your friends out here on the, because you guys spend a lot of time together. You guys talk to each other in the chat. For some it's not going well. For some, they need a little bit of they need a little bit of extra energy from the universe. They want some they just need to know that someone's out there and sending them some positive vibes. And do that. Do that when and if you can. If you are so inclined to do so, do that. Okay? Because there's a lot of us who need that out here. All right? And there's nothing wrong with asking for it. For some reason that link doesn't work when you click it. Okay. Wow. Look at this really quick then. Hold on. Let me get another one. Let's see if this works. Thank you to everyone. On Saturday, we went to Camel Toe Estates. It was really nice. Guys, we had a nice time. If you guys are interested in what's going on over at Camel Toe Estates, go ahead, and Keisha dropped a video. I have not had a chance to see it yet, but she said renovations are already starting, guys. I mean, let the new shenanigans begin. I am so happy that they have turned the page. I hope on some drama. Yesterday, also, I was waiting for Ashley to go live. She had the bottle girl edition, and she was doing something of a get ready with me. I believe I did not get to see it. Hopefully, it's still posted. But I'm gonna turn this off as soon as I finish with you guys, and I'm gonna have some YouTube playing while I am managing my project. Okay. And what's my project? my business. No, my project is my work. I have a full-time job, guys. For those of you who don't know, who think I do this all day, you know I don't, because I would have a lot more put up if I did. However, yes, I watch YouTube while I am working because I am now I'm working. My daughter's at school and everything else that goes on in this house. Okay. Um and I might even be filming something too. God only knows. And I'm so sorry. Any of you guys who were waiting for content on my other channel this weekend, I apologize. I got caught up yesterday. I was frying chicken wings and I was talking to some friends. I was talking to friends yesterday and I got caught up talking and socializing rather than filming and posting. So I had the videos ready. I had to do a final edit. So I've got 3 edited finished videos, but I'm going to go ahead and drop one today and then I'm going to stay on schedule for Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not going to double drop. I just don't think it's worth it unless you guys ask for it. Where's this link? I'm like, why is everything running slow today? It just makes me just want to buy a whole new computer. And my computer's not even that old. I think I don't know. I'm not going to even talk about it because it makes me mad. It's like enough already, computer. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to waste any time because it's all right. Am I pausing or anything? Am I good? All right. I feel like stuff is running slow. Guys, that video last week when my mic was messed up and it sounded like I was auto-tuned. Guys, if that ever happens again, please let me know because that was when I listened to that, I'm like, how were you guys listening to that? That was crazy. Um, okay. I don't know if this is gonna give me the link or not. I don't know. All right. Okay. Maybe I got it now. Okay, I'm not buffering good. All right, let's see if this works. Hi, Miss True. How are you, babe? I don't know. I think this is the wrong link. I clicked on it. I think that's the member playlist. If you want to get to the video from yesterday and you're not a member, that's a good way to get there. All right, we're gonna have to move on because this is just taking too long and this is like getting me way too off track. Okay, here's the join link. I don't know. It's giving a wrong link. Y'all, I'm done with that. I'll drop the link. Go to my community page. Yesterday when I had I put up a post about the member only video. I put the link in there. So just just go over there and click on that, and that should get you where you need to be if you're interested in jumping into this chat. Otherwise, just sit back, enjoy. We're going to talk a little bit about the fugazi, the foolish fugazi, and I've gotten some questions, so I'm going to go through some of those questions too really quick. Um she's a weirdo, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Let's
That's crazy. That is so crazy. So
spoiler
Dexter
alert.
Morgan is dead. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I said spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Dexter Morgan's dead. His son killed him. Anne Marie, did you watch it? I hope you watched it, girl. Because I'm so spoiling it for you if you haven't watched it. But
I thought I had advanced it.
that's crazy. If
She
you've ever watched,
she is a big internet no-no. I mean, on the one thing that we love on this internet is a surprise, and we don't like spoilers. Maybe some people do like spoilers. Did it shock me that Dexter's son killed him? No, because Dexter's first memory is of sitting in the pool of blood after his mother was murdered in front of him, right? And the police officer that arrived to the scene is the person who ended up grooming him to become the serial killer that he was. If any of you watched Dexter, you know what I'm talking about. If you never watched Dexter, it is a very dark series about a man who worked for the police department, and good morning, Chanel. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies. All my ladies, everyone coming in. Um it's a great show. Trust me. If you like true crime type stuff, it's a drama, but he's a guy who basically had a very unfortunate dark beginning, and it's about 7 8 seasons, I believe, of this guy navigating working for the Miami Metro Police as a investigator and a forensic investigator, and he also was a low-key serial killer, and he did kind of vigilante style justice. um and he basically was a serial killer who came after serial killers. Okay, so it's a long, long story. It's really, really good. It's not too scary, but it's scary enough to be disturbing at times. And there was a reboot on Showtime that Olivia just ruined for a lot of people. And I guess I ruined it too because I thought I had advanced past her saying it like another 10 times, like a complete and total maniac fool. Um, but so it goes. Okay, we already know who we're dealing with here, right? And if you want to watch the comments, it's posted. We're just going to let me put this up because I just want to give her a "you're fired." Okay, it's Monday, and I was on Instagram. I'm going to jump around a little bit, guys. I was on Instagram yesterday, and Mr. Webb, Daddy Webb, had the clothes laid out. Do I have a "you're fired" over here? How about I give her just a ho ho ho? No, I'm just kidding. Um, okay. Gerard yesterday. Let me sip on this tea. Okay. Gerard yesterday had a picture posted. He had 3 pairs of Jordans laid out. He had 3 fresh school uniforms, and basically saying everybody is ready for school. Okay. We are locked and loaded, ready for school over here. Don't get it twisted. Okay. So that's what was going on over where her kids are, because she's home alone right now. She's home alone. She's watching the serial killer murder series and probably feeling away because we don't know what Antonisha made for dinner, but
I wonder if I can get copyrighted for this music.
yes, you probably
Turn
can.
this shit off.
Thank you.
Oh, it's over now. Let's see if his son takes on his. No.
Instead, it showed me that I have to bear
Okay. She's a troll. Guys, she's a troll. She said something about you can tell about a person, you can tell stuff about a person through their children. And I guess what she was talking about because of what happened with Dexter and his son. If you're just coming in now and you want to know what happened with Dexter and his son, I'm not going to say anything because um it's a spoiler, okay? But she was live. She was spoiling it for everybody who've watched Dexter and who care about spoilers. But basically, she made a comment stating you can tell about people through their kids and what their kids are going to say about them. I just wonder what your kids are going to say about you at this moment because Niecy came to the chat. Niecy came on the weekend, basically on Saturday and Sunday, to just say her piece. Guys, what you guys don't understand, and maybe some of you do, but for those of you who don't, this is what I'm going to say. Number one, this is what I'm going to first go in with. Niecy and I are friends outside of YouTube. What she and I have out in YouTube is what you see is me going to moderate, her dropping into this chat. We have a whole relationship outside of YouTube. So trust and believe. I need for you to understand. Make no mistake. Can I get a witness? Whatever. At the end of the day, we have a whole friendship outside of YouTube, and it doesn't really include YouTube. Um, you know, she mentioned while she went live, like she had spoken to me about some things, and that's not something that I ever shared with you guys. Like stuff that I would go through a and do a reaction video even if I had additional knowledge, I always came based on the knowledge that I had from watching a video. I could not betray the trust of my friend who may have disclosed additional things, but things that I was not privy to talk about. Okay. That's called a real bitch. Okay. When you know something, but you can't say anything because you would be betraying the trust of a friend. That's what real friends do. They, a real friend can be trusted with holding your information, period. A bitch that holds it as a commodity, as something that they can cash out on, like if they're at the casino, is someone that you want to stay as far away from as you possibly can, right? um I think when we met Niecy, Niecy came out on the same thing. Niecy was telling her story. She was repping for her family. She wanted to get the story straight. She wanted you guys to know we are not a dysfunctional family. This is a dysfunctional person that entered our family that has wreaked havoc and that has hurt someone that I love. That was basically the gist of the past 3 years, guys, because I saw a video, if you were just coming in, that I had put up like a year, like 3 years ago, almost to April, where it was right after we met Niecy. And actually, we hadn't really heard from her one on one yet, but this was the day that Olivia went to her house and she was trashing Gerard to Niecy, saying how much she didn't love him. He was not sexy. He wasn't anything that she wanted. And she continued to drag it out for another 2 years and marry him, right? Um, but Niecy, being the understanding woman that she is and also had a love for Olivia, was trying to work with her and give her some of her married woman advice. And of course, it fell on deaf ears because Olivia is a certified slore and dummy. And that's why she was home last night watching the reboot of Dexter by herself. Okay. Um, and lost her kids. I mean, what woman gets offered $800 a month over nothing? $800, 760, no, 740 plus $60 back pay, okay? When you're a broke bitch, you're getting $800 a month. So that is, I calculated it the other, so it was like $9,600, right? 8 times 12, right? 800 times 12. $9,600. So almost 10 stacks, right? 10 racks, whatever you want to call it, stacks on deck, more than what you had, stuff to help you pay bills. She turned it down because she said she wanted 1,000 even. Okay. She wanted to be greedy for a man who still has to send money, still has to buy gifts, still has to buy plane tickets, still has to rent cars, still has to pay for hotels, still has to help his lady at the current home. She wanted $1,000 And on top of paying for a lawyer, paying for a divorce, all of these things, right? She turned down $800 a month only to continue her storyline of complaining, only to continue her storyline of being a slow slower and messing with some couch surfing dude in Florida, who was going to come beat the brakes off her ass, possibly, maybe got her pregnant. Maybe she's sitting around prego right now, or she's trying to figure out how to get her way out of one of the worst con jobs on the YouTube streets, along with faking getting a high school diploma and faking buying a house and now faking being pregnant and also fakes not being a reactor. Okay, when Olivia first came out onto these YouTube streets, she was roasting Chrissy, she was roasting Kiera, she created a ton of drama. She came for a reactor who is not reacting, I don't think, anymore, so I'm not going to say her name and put her up into it. I think she's just doing her family vlogs. But you know who she is, and she sells beautiful nail sets on the internet. Good morning, hun. If you're out here, if you want to drop down into the comments, please feel free to do so. But I'm not putting anyone's name out there who, she's exited the chat, this version of the chat, right? But in any case, this lady, she came after her, she struck her channel, and because this woman was not aware, she did not fight the strike, so she lost her video. But what I'm gonna say is this: because of this person is the reason why I know what I know, because she told us what to do, and I read the information and I studied it, and because of that, I know now what to do, right? So she told us, so each one teach one, guys. Understand, Olivia threatening to strike us because we are doing commentary on her channel. There's something called the Fair Use Act, Section 107, the Copyright Act of 1975. At the end of the day, bitch, boo, bye. Okay? Nobody cares. Strike if you want to. Strike if you want to. Provide your licensing agreement. Provide your registered copyright. Provide your lawsuit that you already have in progress against me. But if I were you, I would spend my coins on child support because that's what you're having to pay. Okay? Grown ass women know how to maneuver these streets. It's called finesse. Okay? It's called finesse. She's a dummy. I don't, my opinion, and I think Niecy said this, I don't think he was ever trying to take the kids from her. I think that when Olivia came out the box with so much damn hate and would not let would not let Gerard even have a decent visit with his kids and not try to interfere with his parental rights, that he just was like, finally, like, damn. And then when she did the dog whistle to every single Karen on the East Coast heading towards Texas, that this black man kidnapped 3 children and was crying with some entitlement that she knows she don't have. Girl, you wish you were racially ambiguous. You are a light-skinned, high yellow black woman. At the end of the day, I don't care if your mother's white. I don't care if your daddy is, I don't care what he is. At the end of the day, we hear you and we see you. You present black woman, period. Even though in your heart you wish, you wish, girl, you wish you could pass in a different way. But you whatever. Anyway, one of your tools out here is that you like to get all black woman-ish, but then you also like to get Karen-ish, all of those things. You called out the police on your husband, and I think he was done with your ass at that moment. I think that when he had to listen to Antonisha or see scared children or hear children cry at the chaos that you produced by putting out there that their father kidnapped them, and you sat up there and created a fucking GoFundMe, you dumb slore. What? But yet and still, the webs, Niecy came for you a couple of times, but Niecy also had a right to, because Niecy was your friend. You came out against Niecy like she was a piece of trash. You tried to drag her You tried to gaslight her. You put information out about her that even your worst enemy, you would never thought that your worst enemy. She fed you. She let Gerard move in. You and Gerard move into her house when you guys were flat, busted, broke. She let her whole brother move his big, fat, overgrown girlfriend who was pregnant into her home, took care of you, and you gaslighted her. You treated her like crap. You told everybody on this internet she was crazy and didn't know what she was talking about. Hey, Miss Brader's Live, how you doing? Um, everything. Olivia Pope, am I lying? Okay. She did all of these things, and then you want people to feel sorry for you. I mean, nobody is relishing in the fact. Well, I don't even want to say that. There are people who are relishing in the fact that you lost your kids, and that's just too damn bad. You had every chance. Your husband was not trying to take your kids, but when you were trying to take his kids from him, when you were trying to keep him from getting his visits, when you were trying to turn the children against him, when you tried every single last bit of your power to be the most bitter ass baby mom and just do all of these horrible things, you got what you deserve. So Nisi came to the YouTube streets on Saturday just to kind of speak on something that she hadn't really freely been able to speak on. And I know if you out there get Nisi confused, Nisi is a mommy who has a channel. Nisi is not a reactor. Just because she has sat and reacted on Olivia, that's her nieces and nephews' mama. She's reacting as a family member. It's no different from like Walt and Cindy speaking on something he loved did. Okay. They're not reactors. They're giving their impressions, they're talking, they're popping their shit on something that's happening in their family. Nisi is not a reactor. She is a mommy channel. She is in her kitchen. She is cooking. I know a lot of you guys want to know what she thinks about this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, she might tell you and she might not. She might be focused on some other things. She is living her life. She enjoys YouTube because for a lot of us as moms, we are home. We are with these kids. We are handling our business. Some of us choose to have channels. Some of us just want to turn the camera on to let everyone know, hey, we're okay over here. Okay. I think that's the purpose of Gerard. Why would Gerard do an Instagram channel? Because he knows that there are thousands of people out here that really care about those kids. He knows that there have been thousands of people watching his family for a long time. He knows that when they didn't need it, when he says, tell the people don't send anything. I remember the first Christmas that I was watching her channel, maybe it was like 2018, 2019, when Ryan was still suckling and breastfeeding. He said, tell them they don't need to send anything. They don't need to. They were showered with Christmas gifts. They had just gotten a P.O. box and her channel had gotten popular, got a ton of Christmas gifts. He didn't want anything. He said, don't tell them don't send anything. They don't need to send anything. He knows that from a long time that there are people who really care about these kids. And when he opened up his Instagram last year and posted pictures and would kind of send messages back and forth to Olivia because their communication was zero, um, I think he also realized how many people really cared about these kids and that he's posting these updates because he wants people to know that the kids are okay, that they are doing fine. And I guess low key, unless he's got her blocked, she can see how her kids are doing without having to reach out. You know what I mean? So yeah, Olivia, but we're not going to let people forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that we're going to do this every single day, but at the end of the day, Rosina, thank you for coming through, boo boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. At the end of the day, the facts are what they are, and the videos are posted if you care to know, like the real. At the end of the day, this is family. Nisi is family. She is the sister. Gerard was raised up under her mama's roof. Okay, all right. So Miss Webb married Nisi's mother. Okay, is Gerard blood? Well, no, but they were raised up under the same roof. He was raised by her mom. She was big sis, okay? She was big sis, okay? So, make no mistake, it's family, guys, okay? And she was speaking on what was going on with the family, and she was trying to defend someone that she knows has been working really hard, and a family that was missing getting to see nieces and nephews, because being involved with Olivia meant him kind of having to two-step away from his family, because she's the type of bitch that if she's dating your brother, yeah, you're not going to see him on the holidays. They're going to come and they're going to go, okay? And she doesn't necessarily want to share, and she wants to be the star of the show. And we know that that wasn't necessarily going to be the case. If you warranted being the star of the show and you came through like that bitch, like someone who is taking care of their son or taking care of their brother the right way, and you guys are making strides and doing things, and the kids are well taken care of, then it's going to be what it's going to be. But if you're someone who gives the man a hard time, if you see him doing worse, not better, being with you, then that's going to be a problem. Then you need to understand that the family is going to be concerned, right? So, okay, 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 period. You know, look, it's the culture, period. And it's her. I mean, she got patchwork family too over there. Her and her sister do not have the same father, but they got the same mother. Does that make them less sisters? They got the same mother. I mean, Gerard was raised up under the roof of her mother. You don't think that she called him baby brother and her mother is married to his dad? I mean, let's be for real, okay? At the least, it's step brother and sister, right? Right? But she would have people believe that Niecy is some weirdo reactor, speaking on something that she has no business speaking on and that she knows nothing about. She called her a unreliable source. That's why when Niecy says, "No, I am a reliable source," you got to listen, because sometimes Niecy is telling you some things. She's not a reactor, okay? Niecy is reacting to a situation, but she's not a reactor. She's a mommy in her kitchen speaking on something that has hurt their family very much, and something that is of grave concern. Some people are out here saying like stuff she's talking about is not her business. She should be over it. Da, 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 this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, how can you be over your brother being in pain? Um, Grandchildren and nieces and nephews missing at family reunions or Sunday dinners, and someone having to spend all of their extra money on lawyers because they're going through a divorce and they're not even 30 years old yet. Okay. So when you're out here criticizing Niecy for whatever she's saying, she's being messy. She should leave it alone. That's not her business. She's trying to get clout. All of these things, just check your facts. Okay. Just check your facts. She's a friend to me, first and foremost. Forget about being like a YouTube sis. Because I mean, she posts when she gets ready to. I know she talked about she wants to really get into her channel and she wants to go live on her other channel. And I guess for the near future, some of this is over, which I'm so happy that the family can move ahead. And if Olivia plays her cards right, then I guess she's going to play her cards right. But if she continues to do stupid things, I think she's probably learned she needs to shut the fuck up and just let things play out the way they need to play out for her to get what she wants, which I would imagine from any mother is to hold your babies again. But because you demonstrated some of the worst behavior as a mother, and tried to get all Karen and get all stupid during a divorce, and stupid by means of not fight for your kids. I don't know how she was fighting for her kids, but not getting a lawyer on paper isn't fighting for your kids, but you're more worried about striking channels. I've heard you talk more about striking channels than you talked about ever trying to secure your children. And instead of getting braids and fugazi ass nails and lip injections, you could have been paying for a lawyer. But you talk more about striking channels than you talk about ever getting securing a lawyer to fight for your children. You are a dummy. You are a dumb dummy. Okay. Period. All right. Um, let's see. What people have to understand is that it's personal for her. That's her brother. Absolutely. So she is coming from a different place. Just because she showed up on my channel and showed up on other people's channels, she was trying to have her voice be heard. Understand, yes, Niecy does get a lot of views. Make no mistake. But Niecy also knows that there is a huge audience out here, And for whatever reason, also maybe just because she liked your girl, she would come on my channel and she would talk about it. She wanted to get her message out. She wanted people to understand this is family business. This is not just us being messy. Okay. This is not me being messy. This is not me trying to inject myself in stuff I have no business in. This is me trying working. This is me. I don't know if you meant to have your camera on, boo boo. We see those white leather seats, girl. I don't know what you're driving, but it looks nice. I don't see your face though. Okay.
Good morning.
Yes. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to interject. I kind of heard some of the chatter this weekend as far as Niecy, and I want to interject on that. A lot of people said that it was cringe worthy or inappropriate. People forget that Olivia brought the family into this. Olivia brought the friends into this, and people have every right to defend themselves. Absolutely every right. And to say that Niecy didn't, shouldn't have said anything or it wasn't her business, it was absolutely her business when you're talking about her kids. There are rumors going around on these internet streets that people cannot or will not let go of that are blatant lies, all because of something that Olivia said. And so, yes, you have a right to say that. And Olivia's going to be dog walked from here on out and has been, and she's dog walked herself. And I want to thank you for being a friend to Niecy and, and just continuing to be an upstanding person. I definitely appreciate it. But no, I'm not doing the shit no more with Olivia, period. I'm not going to be nice. So
Do you want to tell the people, or can you tell the people who you are to the family and who you are to Niecy?
you know what? I don't want now. I don't want to do
Okay.
that because
You're just
people will
you
be
are
looking out for
bougie gang. You're in this chat.
I'm
Okay, we'll
just
leave it at that.
bougie,
We'll leave it. We'll
bougie
leave it at that.
gang, yeah, bougie gang, and leave it at yeah, and Niecy world. But please
And
believe
Niecy world.
that, and
Absolutely.
Niecy,
Absolutely.
and that's where it begins and ends. And it's something about people say that you can't, be friends from the internet or you can't do this. You can develop close friend and family relationships, and you don't have to muddy the waters of that because of somebody else's entertainment. It was also funny for me to see so many people, oh well, this about Fran and Niecy. You have absolutely no idea about, like you said, about a person's relationship. But what I do feel like is a lot of women on this panel and period, they don't know how to be a friend. They don't know what being an adult person is. Like, you don't have to talk all of your business. That explains what. And people are going to continue with the same dumb shit that they've been continuing with. It's
Right.
cringe worthy. I wish somebody would.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that's been the narrative for a long time. And we also have to understand, guys, you may not, okay. So with all of the stuff that does happen behind the scenes, there is something called there's some blogs, okay? And then there's people who read these blogs, okay? And there's people who lack understanding, knowledge, and even the wisdom, okay? They read these blogs and they don't take it with a grain of salt. Some stuff is just drama. Some stuff is not even true that's posted. It's people's opinions. Just because you see it written in a thread doesn't necessarily mean it's true. That might be what that person thinks. That might be a fan theory. That might be something that they heard. Again, back to opinion. Just because someone thinks something doesn't mean it's true. We saw a lot, just to sidestep from that for a second, Olivia Pope. We saw on a couple of channels this weekend, there was a lot of going back to a certain person who got drug on the YouTube streets last week for being like the worst type of person out here. And we see that there has been a lot of plots and even maybe personal axes to grind. I don't really understand. I don't know what Reese's problem was ever with Strong Mommy Chrissy. I don't know what Strong Mommy Chrissy ever did to her for her to have such disdain and hate for Strong Mommy Chrissy. But going back into the crates and listening to some of this content is really disturbing, to the point that this person was really had a lot of negativity against this person called Strong Mommy Chrissy. And you know,
Oh, wow.
Niecy was valid to be upset for many reasons. Number one, Olivia was dragging her brother. Number two, Olivia basically was like, bitch, I was never your friend. And when
And she
Niecy,
drug her
and she drug her, like, it was
and her
awful.
family and her children, and it's just
The
it's
family, the
certain things,
children, the
and her nieces
husband,
and her
her
nephews.
relationship. Like, she basically
Yeah,
tried to diminish and discredit Niecy. Niecy would say something, Olivia would say something else. Niecy would say something, Olivia would say something else. Like, it was always a rebuttal. And she tried to make Niecy look bad to the point where they started dragging Niecy on Lipstick Alley. Like, it got really,
yes,
really, 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 really bad. Niecy got trolled. All of these things. There's been a whole entire journey for this lady, and
yes.
Niecy
And then let me
deserved to get her weekend to pop her shit and to close the
absolutely,
book
and a
and say how
lot.
she felt. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
and a
sorry,
lot of
Vivian.
the tea. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but then there's
You're
another
not.
thing,
Go.
another aspect to that: the dropping of certain tea or certain nuggets. Like, people don't realize Olivia was doing a lot of that stuff against Niecy, and because no, Niecy is not a reactor and she's not a mean person. As much as it disgusts me, as much as I hate it, Niecy absolutely loved Olivia. She
She
cared
really
about
did.
her. She tried to make the facts are she brought this nasty bitch in her house and took care of her. She continued to bring her in her house despite of how much Olivia has done to family or whatever. She's taken care of Olivia's husband. She's taken care of Olivia. She's helped with
Loan
her
them
mom coming
money.
in,
Give them
and might
money.
as well say gave them money because not getting it back. And she probably won't ever see that because just like Olivia took what's her name, Misha's purse, she takes a lot of shit. And so to finally come to this point where you're somewhat vindicated on stuff, because all of this stuff, even saying the nasty shit that she said about this woman's child, who Niecy fought hard. That was a hard thing to go through. And no, Niecy was never responsible. No, Niecy is not some drunk. Having a good time sometimes is one thing. What's remained consistent, she's a good mother. She is a good mother all the way around. And so it was very distressing for me to hear a little bit in pieces of people, oh, she's cringeworthy. Oh, she's a drunk. Oh, she shouldn't do this,
But
knowing
Olivia,
how
that
good of a
goes back
heart.
to just wanting a reason. If Niecy having a couple of cocktails and getting loose on the internet is cringeworthy, all to me, all that says is, bitch, you didn't like me anyway. All you wanted was a
That
reason. You just
part.
wanted a reason not to like me. You don't already. It doesn't matter if she got on there in a ball gown and did a waltz or made a 10-course meal. At the end of the day, it was always going to be too much. Just her being her is too
That
much. So that's
that
all
part.
they
And then
wanted, was a
yeah.
fucking reason. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it, and
just
that's
wanted
all.
a reason. And then for the unclever bitches that, oh, but we're still friends. I love Niecy. No, bitch, you don't love Niecy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, because see, she'll never say it, but I'm saying a stand-up person, and you ain't gotta like her, respect her, but don't do this. Don't say that, you say all this disparaging stuff and then come back, oh, I like her. Just don't like her, because it looks really shady for somebody to say, oh, I like you, but da da da, X, Y, and Z. You can disagree. I don't always agree with what my friends say, and especially if they're in an entertainment sense, I may not always agree. I might click off of it or something like that, but I would not dog somebody that I say I look up to, that I say I like, and then you're gonna put that in shade. Oh, she shouldn't say that. She can say whatever the hell she wants to. If you talk about me, if you put my family in danger, and let's not forget, this Olivia docs Niecy. So so
She
whosoever
sure
have,
did. She gave out Niecy's address. So
she
Niecy
did.
So 3 years ago, we're just gonna not say too much detail, but at the end of the day, 3
Yeah.
years ago, where Niecy was residing with her family, small children, a disabled son, her husband, and just other people that didn't deserve to have trolls coming through her neighborhood. Olivia put out her information on Lipstick Alley. Okay, period.
And
That's
did
true,
and
right?
continues.
Lipstick Alley, or
Yes.
did she say it on her channel?
She
Olivia,
said it
guys,
on
for
her
those of you who,
channel, and
mhm,
she did it, and she did it on Lipstick Alley. And for
yeah,
anybody that has a you just have a reason. You just don't like the fact that Niecy is now standing up for herself. And if you personally have a problem for me, because what's going to happen is Niecy, because that's another thing. Niecy kept people off of Olivia's ass for years. Wouldn't allow anybody, and I'm not saying to beat her up, because I mean, don't get it twisted. If she steps outside the line, she's gonna be hurt physically. But I'm saying nobody wants to touch Big Nasty. I don't have enough PPE in my
tuna
car
la
for that.
fiche, tuna
No,
la
ma'am.
fiche.
No, no, not a
Nobody
vaccine
wants
will
none of
work.
that, because you know what? I would just guess that if you tried to get a punch in or a smack in on tuna la fiche, your hands would just slide off like like blubber. Like it would just slide. Like you would actually end up like popping your wrist, touching her, because it would just be like, or it would be like the Pillsbury Doughboy, like when you like it just
Okay.
like the like
And get in a rash. That part. And you're gonna get a rash. But I mean, it's just,
and
I
you're
mean,
gonna
just
get
so many.
crushed.
Yeah, man,
You'll get
I
yeast
just,
on your skin.
yeah, definitely yeast in your throat, everywhere.
Mm,
It's, again, I don't
yeah,
even want to, breathe the mouth air.
yeah.
So it's just, again, I appreciate the way that you handle it. And I'm not saying that anybody has to like her. You don't have to like Niecy, but don't come with the bullshit. It's disrespectful. It's not cute.
And
Be
she's not a
woman enough to
reactor,
stand.
right? If
She's not, but be woman enough to stand in your shit. If you said something about her, because guess what? I don't forget not anything. I'm not Niecy. I'm not that girl. I'm just not that girl.
Niecy, look, what people don't know, when Niecy drags people and Niecy lets you guys know she's from Slapaho, Texas.
Okay.
What you guys don't understand, what Olivia Pope and I know, is that Niecy is a putty cat. Okay, I tell her that all the time. I'm like, Niecy, you just a big old putty cat. Now, I'm not saying she can't fuck you up, but what I'm saying is this: she
Yes.
is a very sensitive. Um, she's a sensitive woman. She's got a big heart, and she's a very loving mommy. Okay, and she is a
Very
big
sweet.
old putty
Yeah.
cat. When you cross her, she's done. But at the end of the day, she is a big old putty cat. And she might not
But
like me
it's,
telling
yeah.
everybody this right now, but she is a sweetheart. Okay. She is from Slapaho, Texas. But at the end of the day, she has a very big heart. And if you don't know anything about her, she loves her family. And it bothered her. It bothered her for people to not know what was really going on. And what she didn't know is that there's unreasonable, troll ass people on this internet that no matter how much good sense, how much facts you have, they're never going to believe you. Is that right, Olivia?
Absolutely right. I mean, because there are just things, I'm sitting up here like there are just things that are right there in your face, and it's just like, oh, well, we're trying to get this from that. It's just like hell. It's just Olivia's nasty. She's a nasty whore. She does not. I'm not gonna say I don't know what her capacity of love is, but I'm gonna say she does not show her love for her children the way normal people do. You see what I'm saying? But
No,
instead of
she does
looking at
not.
all of that, it's, oh, Niecy's a drunk. She's this. I mean, you got a whole crackhead out in these streets shaving her daughter's head. But in all of this, Niecy's the bad person.
Yes,
But
for
we
those who
forgot
don't
all that.
remember the horror of her basically cutting off Robin's hair to like a natural, like a very short natural. Why she did that, I do not know. I don't even know, but it was a trigger
She got
for a lot
mad
of
at
people.
Gerard.
She got mad at Gerard and she cut off all of Robin's hair. I mean, literally, that is not, you guys can watch any number of in the history books videos about that incident when she cut Robin's hair. It was well over 3 years ago. but she didn't know how to go get some damn custard. She didn't know how to get a bottle of water. She didn't know what to do with that hair. And it was
No,
a
she
mess.
didn't.
I
She what
didn't
she
know what to
said
do.
was she did not want to comb her hair. She said she
Oh.
did not want to. Those were her words. Now, what happened was she got mad at Gerard, but she
Mm.
said we're gonna go with what she said. She said she did not want to comb her hair, so she cut this little girl's hair. I mean, it was about what a piece
It
in
was
from a Caesar.
it was like if
You
you
ain't even, and
guys
it was ugly. It was
it was look, some people do have short naturals, so let's, you know what I'm saying, but as far as for a little girl who had nice pretty long hair, natural, it was not the right thing to do. It wasn't broken off, it wasn't damaged, it wasn't necessary. It was selfish and it was spiteful and it was done with a lot of hate in her heart for the
yes,
little girl's father.
mhm,
So
and not
she
professional.
rocked a
Say,
small little
yeah,
short natural, and honestly, it took some of Robin's girly girlness away. Let's put it that way. I think they did
yeah,
do headbands and barrettes, but it took some of her. It could have been one of those situations where, oh, you've got two boys kind of situation. Like it
yeah.
would have made people think
Mhm.
that she was a boy. Like it was not a flattering style. It was not like it was not even necessary that she even did that. It was
No,
awful what she did. And then she had Robin looking not like herself, and it was awful. It was
yeah,
very
and to be
triggering for a lot
clear,
of us mommies. And I'm sure
yes,
the
and to
family,
be
period.
clear, yeah, and to be clear, it was Gerard that came with the bowls. It was, I mean, go, you can go back and look at it. To
Okay,
be very clear,
he
he
went to the
and she
store and bought the bows to kind
and
of try to fix her
after he came,
handiwork.
yeah,
Mm.
after he came back, because she didn't take this child to a salon to go and get her hair cut. She whacked her hair off, not even with hair scissors. She whacked this child's hair off. So there are a whole lot
She did a
different
video with
things.
it. She did a whole
Yes,
video. She monetized it. She
and
traumatized
laughed,
her and monetized it, guys. So
and
those of you
and
who
and
don't
and
know,
laughed. So
and she can get
I,
mad all she wants to. It doesn't matter to me. She can get mad. Nobody cares. This is we're doing a reaction on the
mhm.
totality of her fuck shit on this YouTube street, and we are giving our commentary about it. And
This is that
prove
black
us wrong that you
publicity.
did not cut off this little girl's hair. Prove us
Yeah,
wrong that you did not have a family probably very worried that they know that their son, their brother, their nephew is on the road driving from Florida through some of the most racist parts of the country, and you've got a half a white woman who poses as a Karen on YouTube saying that her kids were just kidnapped. Let's just check
absolutely.
out the scene, okay? Driving through Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, coming into Texas. What person in their right mind would put out some sort of information like that, making people worried in the comment section? Do we need to call the police? All of these things. Who would, and people are cringing because a sister is venting on the internet where she has thousands of followers who want to hear
This,
an update from the family.
this,
Understand, Gerard doesn't have an Instagram to be messy. Gerard has an Instagram because he knows that people care. That's why he doesn't.
absolutely.
I don't think he is doing an Instagram just to be shitty. He's doing an Instagram because y'all want to see. Period.
And because he can, because that's what
And
normal
because he
people
can.
do. And I will say this, and I shared this with I shared this with you, so I'll go back and share it with the public. So just imagine my personal story, and I talked with Nisi about this. I said this to Nisi, and I said this to one other YouTuber. My experience is this: there was a girl, a bitch just like Olivia, that my younger brother was dating. And because we raise our men, don't hit women, don't be disrespectful. So it was like a no fight, no fight back thing. She was an ain't shit person, just like Olivia. Didn't have anything, didn't have a great family structure. We have a huge loving family to embrace everybody. Well, guess what happened to my baby brother? And I saw all of these same things. So all of this was triggering for me, and you know this. And I want to openly thank you for, you kind of had to talk me down a whole lot of times. My baby brother was murdered by a woman who did stunts and shows just like Olivia. All the stuff that happened with Gerard, these are the same things that happened with my baby brother. Nice young man, wanting to do everything for his family, owned a home, but you had a ain't shit girl that didn't come from nothing. And so say whatever you want to say about, being elitist or whatever, whatever. When you have somebody that doesn't have anything, they will help you destroy everything. She took my brother's life. And yes, I am happy that Gerard is no longer in that situation, because she was going to either kill him or have him kill my brother. My baby brother is gone because of somebody like Olivia. Domestic violence with women is real. And I think it's sick the way that she's been applauded for how she's done Gerard, or we do this thing, where and you know what I'm talking about. It's just like it's not equal. Well, both of them. No, it's not both of them. They had a bad relationship, but Olivia is abusive. Olivia is a whore. Olivia destroyed an entire family, and she almost destroyed those kids. So I'm happy. And whatever Niecy wants to say, she can say it. Now, she might not say anything, but for whatever reason, I have 9 followers. I don't know if you have a message on here. Drop down and say something to me. Inbox me and tell me not to say anything. But for
Well, you
Olivia,
might
baby,
you
I'll be
might have a
dog walker.
discussion
Calm
tab.
down.
If you've got your discussion tab, it's kind of like the community board. For those of you guys, did the discussion tab go away?
Girl, I'm not.
If you have a
I
discussion
don't
tab
know.
on, yeah, that's kind of your community board. But yeah, I mean, Olivia Pope, look, we're so sorry about what happened to your brother, but I think that there's people in this chat who I'm sure know that this is common, and they've probably a lot of us who have brothers, there's going to be a time when you're kind of nervous for someone that they're dealing with, even if, and also your sisters, they have a ain't shit, or some sort of weirdo boyfriend or whatever. When you have to sit up and you have to worry about your family member, it's not a good feeling. Olivia created a lot of momentum around lies, to where I think that she didn't even really know what was real anymore. Olivia Pope, did I lose you, hun? Come back if you want to, baby. Um, Olivia had a particular narrative. Can I just walk you guys back through one more thing too? Um, I was watching that video this morning, and it reminded me. Do you guys remember when Life of Kiera posted that video of her husband, the ring bell, and she caught him on the ring going into the house with the girlfriend who now I think is the new baby mom. Do you remember that? And Olivia either got caught in the DMs, or she was very vocal about reaching out to Life of Kiera's husband. Do you remember that? I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but there's a YouTuber out here that basically lost her husband in the same fashion as Olivia. Kiara does have her kids, but she does share custody with her husband, and the kids are over there going to see the new baby that he had with the lady that he eventually started taking up with, and that was laying in Life of Kiara's bed when she decided that her husband wasn't good enough for her. But then when she wanted him back, it was too late. Okay. If I'm getting the story right, I might have some of the details wrong, but the crux of the story is what it is. Life of Kiara was on the ring and saw her husband going into the house with a lady who was walking ahead of him, and who may have even had a key, and was walking into the house when she moved and went off, I think, to Virginia to go be with her sister or whatever. Um, and Olivia reached out to Life of Kiera's husband. Do you remember that, Olivia Pope? When Olivia reached
Yes.
out to Life of Kiera's husband, but she wants to talk about people who are reaching out for interviews or who are following her husband. Trust and believe, Gerard has a lot of followers on Instagram, and I guarantee you a lot of them are loyalty gang because they want to see those damn kids. Okay. So
Absolutely.
make no mistake that, like, people following Gerard, it's not Bougie Gang, it's not just this one, it's not just that one. It's everybody who cares about the children and just wants to keep up on the tea and see how everybody is doing. At the end of the day, Olivia puts a lot of shit out there and accuses other people of doing when bitch you did it first, okay? Reacting on
Absolutely.
Chrissy, building a channel at a time that this community had nothing going on. You two beat the bushes and created something. Chrissy got to 100K and you are still struggling. Jasmine is still struggling, but Jasmine says she got to 50K. We still have not seen proof, but whatevs. Jasmine, if
Okay.
I didn't say it yet this week, bitch, where's your 50K? Can you show it? Why would you not show it? Aren't you proud? Girl, y'all need to stop lying out here on these YouTube streets. It's Monday and we're calling it out. Show us the
Mm-mm.
50K,
They're not gonna
ma'am.
stop
Show us
lying.
the girl, they not gonna stop lying. But yeah,
So she
Olivia
and
accused a
Olivia
lot of
lying
people of
about the
doing things that she
Patreon.
did.
Hmm.
Olivia did a lot of things that she accused other people of. KP says when Olivia cut off her daughter's hair, it reminded me of our history in slave societies. White women would often hack off the hair of their slaves. She could never cut the baby's crowns. Yes, because the crown is there. The hair is the physical, but at the end of the day, we wear our crowns in our heart and we know who we are. If you are lucky enough to know
Absolutely.
who you are as a woman and as a person, the physical does not matter. Olivia
And
went with what she knows, which is the physical, because she is a fleshly, dumb individual, and you can't take what someone has in them. You can't take it.
but Fran, to you and KP's point, and we all know, and especially in because and I'm not gonna walk lightly around that, and like she said, especially in the Black community, it's the Black women, Black little girls are taught that your hair is your crown and glory. And yes, she knows that the way that you look is very important. We see how she tries to cover up all five of those chins that she has, and that luggage she has, that cheap luggage she has up under her eyes.
Girl,
So
them spare
why would you
tires and those
diminish?
24s.
Girl, yeah, I get tickled every time you say that. I had my loctician screaming. Like yeah, she knows all about y'all now. But I mean, for you to do that, to take away a child's innocence like that, and those kids look totally different when they're not in her presence. They look totally different. It's just, I am so sick of that big nasty wench. I can't stand her. And life is
Um,
whooping her ass. And I'm so glad for her.
so
Well, you
Olivia,
couldn't you
so
couldn't have done it better.
thank you. Well, Nisi couldn't have done it better. And, for those people who want to create scenarios around something, number one, it's none of your business. And number two, is my business, Nisi's business, and whoever else's, that there's alliances and there's friendships. Okay. Believe it or not, there's actual
Yes.
real friendships on YouTube that don't exist on YouTube. That if I never posted another video or Nisi never posted another video, I would still know what's going on in Nisi world and you would not, okay? Because at the end of the
That
day,
part.
and that's not what my channel is built on. I want to address something else too. We saw our friend Chanel come through here, and she might still be in the bushes right now. I don't know. Chanel, good morning, boo boo. There was someone, a piece of trash, and I'm just going to mention it really quickly because this is the kind of shit that happens. Um, there was someone who put up a awful video regarding our friend Chanel Dior and took a story, twisted it, a la Olivia, just kind of like the sick, twisted YouTube way of really
Hmm.
packing on a whole lot of lies with a situation that happened. And I offered my platform to Chanel. I said, Chanel, if you want to come talk about it as a mommy, you want to come show up and introduce everyone to you, the woman, and understand and hear your story, you are welcome to do that. And a sick, twisted, low down, backstabbing ass bitch named Reese said to her that
Hmm.
I was trying to profit off her pain, that I was trying to use her for views. And I'm like, bitch, what? Are you serious? And this is someone who in my face was supposed to be my friend or colleague,
Hmm.
coworker, whatever. I mean, she wasn't like a friend. She was someone who
Yeah.
I was friendly with on these YouTubes. But when I found out how low down dirty this bitch was because of a friend named Chanel who could not hold, like, it was just one too many, like, friends not shit. And I thought you two were friends. That it was revealed to me along with another reactor who stated that she had receipts on this whole talking about me, that I had to just actually realize, like, oh wow, this is, along with hearing some stuff that nobody else would know, and you've heard that recounted time and time again on the YouTube streets, that this bitch knew shit, and she would tell other people that you didn't even talk to. So it's like, okay, nobody would have said that, but this person. So
Yeah.
you couldn't not believe, right? So just like how Olivia's putting stuff out here, I'm bringing it back to Olivia, guys.
Hmm.
She would put stuff out here that only the family knew, or the family knew only Olivia would know.
Hmm.
That's when you know that you're dealing with someone who's not shit. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care who thinks what's cringe. I hadn't listened to the commentary on Niecy because I just don't.
I
I was there, I saw the
yeah.
live, and I know who she is.
Mhm.
But so I'm not
I
speaking
wasn't in
to
the
or about
live.
anyone's
Yeah.
commentary specifically.
Hmm.
What I'm saying is this: that's my friend, and that's my
Hmm.
friend, and that's my friend. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's period, and that's it.
I wasn't, yeah, and I wasn't in the live. I didn't, I heard a little bit of the commentary. Niecy is my, I don't mean anything about it. Yes, bitch, you do mean something by it. Just do your reaction and move on. But going back, and I also want to clear this up because everybody that Olivia has ever come in contact with, she says is gay, is homosexual, as if that is a slur or it's bad to be gay. And let me say this, Olivia, that is very offensive. It is homophobic to continue to do people like this. But let me say this,
But look, let me
nobody wanted
before
Olivia.
you go down that way, if you look, this, you already know this. I don't support people that call me a bitch on my platform. So
Yes.
I don't, that's, Niecy and I are friends, but we don't
Oh, no,
all
no, no,
have
no.
to
I'm
have the
talking
same
about what she
friends.
said. No,
Okay,
what I'm saying.
because
No,
homie
listen to this.
homie is a
What she
clown,
no
and
no
that's just my opinion. Homie
no. Wait a
homie
minute.
is a clown.
I'm not even
Okay.
that's not no, that's not what I
Okay.
was going to. She
Okay.
said when Gerard left,
Okay.
he's gay. Then
Oh,
Niecy.
girl.
Niecy was gay. Bitch, don't nobody want you.
I think they
Gerard
were
don't
trying to
even
say
want
I
that
was gay
stank
this
puss.
weekend. I was like, really?
Oh wow, for the
Somewhere on the
weekend.
YouTube
Wow.
streets, I'm supposed to be a lesbian. A girl, whatever.
Wow. Girl, didn't nobody want stank puss but Gerard? And I believe he got caught up in everybody see. As soon as he got fresh air, he never turned back. Now, I don't
He
have
never went back
conversation
to
for
tuna la fish.
never. But nobody in the family tried to touch Big Funky in them black leggings. Don't nobody want her. And I mean, she's just like I said, a
Well, let the
disgusting
truth be
individual.
told, she was the one who you had to be nervous around. She's the
That
one who gets
part.
a little bit extra drink or a puff on something, and she's coming and touching brothers, cousins, uncles, friends. I mean, this
Friend.
girl she has no boundaries. So
Now
she's the type
that's
of
the
chick that
real
if you got a
tea.
bunch of men in the house, you better be careful, because she will try to get something in the bathroom, okay, or in the back,
In the bathroom,
and
and
pretend she was drunk.
anytime you chase dick, yeah, anytime you gonna chase dick, you trying to go to a man's house that don't want you, yeah, she will come and get it, boo. She will come and get. I mean, Olivia. And let me say now, let's not
Olivia.
say she has to be drunk or high to do this, because we see that when she's eating in the car, she tries to screw everything. I saw it was a clip on somebody's thing, because yeah, I don't watch that bitch. Watch her in clip. Was coming on to a red car. It's like, really? You want to put something in every hole in your body? It's something, every feeling, everything except
Every
for her head.
orifice.
Just nasty. And why is she so sexual? You sexual with food, men,
Well,
everything.
that's a good question. And maybe Miss Stella, I mean, someone's got to be able to answer this. And we already know, look, at the end of the day, like I'm just gonna say, we already know from the standpoint of, as grown women who have the wisdom, why is someone so sexual? Clearly there was something. Either she started early for one or two reasons, either by choice or not by choice. So either way, um as a grown woman and you have Medicaid, um, call and get yourself some psychiatric help. Get yourself some help. Get some understanding. Stop trying to find love, fulfillment, character and energy through your putty cat, because that's not where to get it from. You get it
Okay.
from your heart and your mind. Your pussy does not fuel, it should not give you, it gives you a different type of energy that makes people call you a slur. If you want to calm down the energy coming from your box, call a therapist and understand why you find greatness in your putty cat. Because at the end of the day, it's your mind and your heart that a man will fall in love with. If a man falls in love with your putty cat, he will come and he will go. Okay? He will
And
come
get
and
an
go.
ice pack in the meantime, in
Get an ice
between time.
pack.
Put an ice pack and put on it because
Put an
people
ice
are falling
pack.
through it at this moment. I don't know if
Put
she ate
down the
that last
hamburger.
young man or what. Put down all of the hamburgers, all of them. I've never seen so much a person eat that much in my life.
Calm
I've
down.
never seen it. I've never seen somebody who wanted to eat and screw so much.
A
That's why
slow
that big bitch
slur.
is always tired and
She's a
then breathing
slab.
heavy. You have asthma. It is, girl. I mean,
She
I'm just
has
out of
fat woman's breathing.
okay, but I am
Okay?
thoroughly entertained. Now let me say this
Yes.
right here. When
Yes.
y'all are dragging the shit, I am
Say
thoroughly
it.
entertained.
Say it.
Thoroughly entertained. She is. I mean, wow. Girl, and the exercise video. Now, if she comes
Oh
on and
my
does some more
God.
like that, baby, and fast forward, what is that
Mm.
round man that has like a really pointy nose? He has a round
I was
body,
ready
skinny
for
leg.
like a small person and a clown car to jump out of her belly.
Oh, girl, I would holler. I love it. I love it. I mean that, and then when she did her arms fast, I was like, not with
Wow.
those Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, no man.
But you're pregnant. But you just had a baby shower. But you're pregnant. But you just had a baby shower. And then you talking about you lost 6 pounds.
Girl, and those lips, no ma'am, no ma'am,
She's
no
like the girl
ma'am.
from Black Snake Moan. Remember, did you see Black Snake Moan with Sam Jackson and I forgot what the
No.
girl's name? She was so hot. Like she was a whole prostitute. Um, she was so hot in the bootay. Um, she was a sex worker. And Olivia low key is a sex worker. She has a whole raunch channel on OnlyFans. Okay. She was
But ain't
over there.
nobody paying
Guys,
for that shit in real
if
life
you want
or
to see
in,
something gross and
online.
disgusting, go ahead and go over to Glam Mama. She's got a whole Savage X Fenty haul where she is standing in her glory in some peekaboo panties. You guys know the Fenty
You
underwear.
lying. Are you
Girl,
lying?
girl,
I'm gonna
girl.
fall out. I'm
Okay.
showing that picture
Go
today.
check out. I saw that. I threw up and then I was able to get back to my phone. My phone had fell because I was like, what in the whole fuck is going on? And by the time I came back to, I had to just quickly get off the channel because I was about to die from that view. Okay.
Just nasty.
Tuna la
Just
fiche.
nasty.
Okay. Period. Olivia
Mm-mm.
Pope, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
ride. I
you.
hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for coming. Look, at the
I
end of
can
the
woo-fly
day,
now.
everybody has their faves.
See
Um,
y'all later.
all of us have friends that we're friends with and some people that we're not friends with, right? Just because me and Nisi are friends doesn't mean that me and Zolo Bands are friends behind the scenes. That guy cannot call me a friend ever. I don't know if he could ever call me even ever say that he's someone that he respected. Because at the end of the day, when I had to tell these people that you are causing me trouble and you're bringing shit to my door, um, this idiot went on a drag fest to try to drag my good name. Okay. At the end of the day, a man that calls me a bitch, period, is nobody who I will ever talk to again. And that's on per. Okay. That's on fuck you. That's on big fuck you back. And we're not good. Okay. So at the end of the day, make no mistake. Um, I'm an adult and Nisi's an adult. And whoever wants to say what about me and our friendship, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm a reactor. I do commentary, reactions, and reviews. Nisi gave you her piece on it yesterday. And if you don't like it, don't like it. Um, I know how to govern myself accordingly. When there are people in the room that I don't like, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you, period. And I'm not going to fuck with you just because we're in the same chat. Who cares? I know how to ignore somebody. Okay. And I called it out the other day that I felt like it was a whole clout chase move for him to be like so thirsty and asking her to play another one of his corny ass songs. So like, period. And that's just how I feel. Like you got a whole platform, you got several platforms. Go play your music. She's playing the oldies. She's playing songs we actually like and recognize. And that's that on that. Stop trying to clout chase off people, sir. You've been clout chasing and riding on the backs of these ladies for a long time, and that just seems to be your MO. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's what you can do over there. I still say it like this, Donna, blink 3 times, and someone will parachute down to Chicago and help you. But at the end of the day, that's none of my business. That gentleman is not my content. Nobody is thinking about him over here. If Tuna Lafiche gives birth to Chicago Smart, then we will have something to talk about. But as far as anything else, me caring about what they're mukbanging and opening Christmas presents and popping champagne, we give 0 fucks on that dude over here. Okay? Okay. It's and I hate to make a full circle of it, but it's kind of, and I don't know Zolo, and I know what we saw. I know what we saw and I know what we heard. But at the end of the day, um, I know what we saw and I know what we heard. Okay. And I also know what I was called. And on anything else, Negro, you called me a whole bitch and I did nothing but help your ass. Okay. Help your ass. And all you paid me was $100. Okay. Now I took my $100 because that's what I deserved and then some. But at the end of the day, you paid, and I helped you put up your merch site and gave you advice, none of which you've taken, some of which you've taken, but most of which you have not taken, and some of the other numbskull friends of yours. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this: I can hold my head up high. I am a fucking receipt. And that's it. That's it, and that's all. Guys, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed today's commentary and reactions. There's a whole bitch out here who is playing mommy for TV, and she's not. Someone asked, did Reese take her channel down? That's what I heard. I spent no time looking because I don't give a fuck. I barely watched her channel anyway. I did support. I was a member, so I was throwing her some support just on GP because that's the type of bitch that I am. But as soon as I found out that this trick was going against me, I unsubscribed last week. And once I gave her the final cussing out on Wednesday, I went and discontinued my membership because what? Because I didn't want to tip off a whole bitch that I knew that she was a whole bitch. I had to keep myself under control until everything came out, until she just got so loose with exposing herself that she could expose herself no more. And I was finito. So I don't know. I don't know if she took her channel down. That's her business. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I just want to remind you guys really quick. So get ready for, I'm going to play my intro for my vlog channel. If you guys are not subscribed to my vlog channel, I'm dropping a video today. There will be a video tomorrow. My regular schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and weekends. See, I'm not clout chasing over here because this is my channel and I'm talking about another one of my channels. Good morning, Marriage and Marijuana. How you doing, boo-boo? So let's do this really quick. Yay! There will be a Francoise Vlogs episode dropping today. Okay. Okay. So if you are not subscribed to my vlog channel, you didn't even know I had one. You didn't know that I had additional content. Well, now you do. So go ahead, check me out, go to my about page. Everything is linked. And I would love for you to come and join us over there. Okay. If you want to know what happens outside this office, do I sit in this office 24/7? Do I live in here? Do I cook in here? Do I do everything in here? Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Okay. I don't. I make coins and bags up in here. Okay. I get dressed. I make coins, I make bags, and I drop this content up in here. Thank you, Eric's fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coco75, everybody who joined us today for members and mods, you guys are wonderful. From the bushes to the trees to the lawn chairs to the note carriers to the bone collectors to the busy bodies. All you busybodies out there, get you another job on the YouTube streets, because the worst thing is to be one of the hardest working people out here on the YouTube streets and not get a dime for it. Don't be a slower. If you're going to be slowish out here, get your coins, sis, okay?
Play no games. Freaky. I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweet too. Sweet like pearland, sweet like peach. I could tell you crazy, she couldn't. Seen it on the plane, trying to see that shit. I know I get over, cause I like that. She can lock it down, I can tell by how you. See how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you. This guy's trouble, but I ain't. Hey. No. Seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live.